Jimmy Butler, who was at the center of drama last year in Miami that derailed the Heat, is now watching a similar situation unfold in Golden State with the Warriors' contract stalemate involving restricted free agent Jonathan Kuminga. According to NBC Sports Bay Area's Dalton Johnson, Butler reached out to the Warriors' front office amid the quiet offseason caused by the holdup. When is basketball going to take over? Johnson asked on the Dubs Talk podcast. That has to be the thoughts of, in my eyes, the three veteran stars, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Jimmy Butler. In that ESPN article, they mentioned that Draymond Green and Jimmy have checked in and reached out to Jonathan Kuminga. I can confidently say that Jimmy Butler has also reached out to the team and been like, "What's going on here? I just wanted to know the plan." Stars understand Warriors' strategy. ESPN's Anthony Slater and Shams Charania reported Monday that the Warriors' veteran stars understand and support the team's approach. They know the strategy, sources said, and have approved that anticipated result, Slater and Charania wrote. Johnson added, "Of course, Steph, Draymond, Jimmy, they're in the loop. But I think Jimmy, as someone who came on last year and kind of showed, all right, you took care of me, all the drama is done, it's just basketball for him now. When he's on the court, it's about basketball. Now I think he's saying, show me that's all about basketball. We have 2 weeks until training camp, so either just pay him or move him. There needs to be a decision." Roster holds amid contract standoff. Currently, the Warriors have only 9 of their 15 roster spots filled. The team's plan is to finalize Kuminga's contract before completing the rest of the roster, which includes veteran free agents such as center Al Horford, guard DeAnthony Melton, defensive specialist Gary Payton II, and potentially Seth Curry, to reunite with his brother Steven. The Warriors' strategy relies heavily on using the taxpayer mid-level exception on Horford. That move would hard-cap the team at the NBA's second apron, leaving $22.5 million as the maximum they could offer Kuminga while maintaining a full 15-player roster. Slater and Charania noted that the figure has so far been insufficient to entice Kuminga to accept a multi-year deal with a team option on the final year. Improved offer fails to move Kuminga. Golden State has ramped up its effort with an improved offer, a 3-year, $75.2 million contract, including $48.3 million guaranteed over the first 2 seasons. Despite the raised stakes, Kuminga remains resistant to the team option on the final year. During the stalemate, Butler and Green actively checked in on Kuminga, gauging his mindset as the Warriors attempted to resolve the situation. Kuminga has held firm on his stance, insisting the final year be a player option. "I actually talked to Aaron Turner, Jonathan Kuminga's agent, this morning, and the messaging they're adopting this week is simple. Turn the team option into a player option and the deal is done," Slater said on NBA Today. The 3-year contract on the table is worth around $74 million, and if the 3rd year becomes a player option, Kuminga will not only sign it but also fully buy into the team's mission. Kuminga's mission and Butler's role. Turner says Kuminga's mission is to help Curry and Green chase a 5th championship while giving Butler his first. The request for a player option is framed as a show of goodwill after years of uncertainty over Kuminga's role. In return, Kuminga would accept a bench role, fluctuating minutes, and the reality that his contract could be tradable. While Butler does not hold the same organizational gravitas as Curry, his outreach signals he is done with the drama he left behind in Miami and is fully focused on basketball. As Johnson asked, when is basketball going to take over? Jonathan Kuminga has spent the summer being locked in negotiations with the Golden State Warriors. The former draft pick is a restricted free agent. However, Kuminga has resisted all of the Warriors' recent contract offers. He is reportedly against signing a deal that includes a team option. Despite the standoff, Kuminga is expected to be with the Warriors next season, either via signing his qualifying offer or agreeing to terms on a new contract. Whatever happens with Kuminga, Clutch Point's Brett Siegel is expecting him to become a hot commodity as we near the February 5th trade deadline. In recent years, instead of waiting until the offseason to do so, teams have taken the initiative to go all in at the trade deadline, Siegel wrote. "We are expecting much of the same to happen before February during the 2025-26 season immediately. The trade market points in the direction of 3 key names: Andrew Wiggins, RJ Barrett, and Jonathan Kuminga." Kuminga has reportedly drawn interest from the Sacramento Kings, Chicago Bulls, and Phoenix Suns this summer. It wouldn't be a surprise if at least one of the trio explores the possibility of acquiring him via trade later in the season. Kuminga is miserable with Warriors. According to ESPN's Tim McMahon, Kuminga is absolutely miserable with the Warriors. Therefore, the veteran analyst expects the two sides to part ways sooner rather than later. "You're making this about the money," McMahon said Tuesday on the Hoop Collective podcast. "He's miserable. He is absolutely miserable," he continued. "It is a bad situation. A breakup that needs to happen sooner than later," McMahon added. "It is a terrible situation for him. He was getting DNP-CDS in the playoffs. The coach doesn't want him. The coach doesn't believe in him. And the coach has publicly said over and over that he does not fit with the core of this team." The Warriors drafted Kuminga with the 7th overall pick in 2021. However, despite his undoubted potential, he's struggled to earn a consistent role within Steve Kerr's rotation. Kuminga could re-sign under right circumstances. According to ESPN's Anthony Slater, Kuminga would be willing to sign the Warriors' 3-year contract offer if they included a player option in the final year. Currently, the final year has a team option attached. "I actually talked to Aaron Turner, Jonathan Kuminga's agent, this morning, and the messaging they're adopting this week is simple. Turn the team option into a player option and the deal is done," Slater said on NBA Today. The 3-year contract on the table is worth around $74 million, and if the third year becomes a player option, Kuminga will not only sign it but also fully buy into the team's mission. "That mission," Turner says, "is helping Stephen Curry and Draymond Green chase a 5th championship and giving Jimmy Butler a shot at his first." Kuminga clearly wants a level of control over his future. Giving him a player option would lead to an agreement between both sides. At least that way, the Warriors can continue driving a hard bargain during trade talks. Regardless of what happens between Kuminga and the Warriors, it certainly feels like their time together is limited. The bigger question is whether Golden State keeps him around for the entirety of the upcoming season or explores potential moves in February. The Warriors have been searching for new veteran big men to occupy their slot of need this summer. Memphis Grizzlies' Jock Landale might be the perfect fill-in for the Dubs. Landale is a 4-year veteran in the league. The St. Mary's product is a strong three-point shooter. Landale shot 42.3% from 3 in 2024-25. A great player in the pick and roll, he can make Stephen Curry's life easier, positioning the Davidson product to connect on his threes with ease. Landale can also make plays for slashers, making a beeline for the rim. Should Warriors look at Landale for mid-season trade? The 29-year-old is under contract for $2.46 million in 2025-26. Landale will be in the final year of his deal. Golden State is looking for Tracy Jackson-Davis to have a big season in 2025-26. The Warriors could look to move Brandon Podziemski or one of their other young players for Landale. Bringing in the 5-man can also serve as a money-saving measure. Should he have an impactful campaign, Golden State can keep him for a new deal at around his same annual value. Landale would be better for Warriors head coach Steve Kerr to call for minutes to supplement behind his main centers.